Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Get out of here. You big rapist head ass nigga.
You thought we forgot, nigga. Nah, we remember.
I get paid just for laying in the shade. For laying in the shade. For laying in the shade.
Ayo. My name ring bells, bitch. Buzz me in. No. What up, though? You already know it's your girl, LC.
And it's Kels.
And we are
Kelsey.
Okay, we're sticking to it because we like it.
It kind of got a ring to it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
Let's
So y'all get into it too. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in again to the Shade and Full podcast. We have a lot to go through today, and we actually gonna have to keep the show kind of short today because if y'all don't know, Kelvin is being Kelvin. He's always out doing something.
Boy.
He's always out like being a socialite. He's like Orlando socialite. He got
this is not true.
He has Givenchy, the fragrance of Givenchy on right now.
No, it's not. Don't listen to that.
Nah, but Kelvin is going to go see his R&B boo, Kalani, but y'all know I'm not really here for her. So have fun.
I will. Like the first show when you said Dream like Kalani, and I said, I'm going tonight.
Right. And I told you in the first show, go ahead, because I'll be in the comfort of my own home, not fucking worried about her. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'll be in the comfort of my own home, not worried about Kalani. So anyway, let's get through it because Kelvin got something to do today, y'all. He important today, y'all. He going to go see the hood R&B trap star Kalani.
Yeah.
So we have a few things, so let's just go ahead and get into the rundown. What are we covering on the rundown today?
So today on the rundown, we're starting the show with R. Kelly. Opening of the show, you could hear us dragging for this clip of his interview a few years ago, talking about young teenage girls. You're back in the news.
Back.
For the same shit. Which kind of brings the question to your mind, like,
was it
if
true?
you're back in the news for the same thing, like, what happened the first time around? Why did you get off?
The streets want to know. He got off because he got money.
Like, what happened the first time around?
He got money.
So this time around, R. Kelly is being accused of holding women in a cult where he dictates everything, and this is according to BuzzFeed.com. And he houses up to 6 women between like his other, multiple properties, and he pretty much controls everything and anything that they do. So,
I mean, let me just start by saying, like, R. Kelly is like a freaking 90s R&B star. Ain't no way in hell if I'm gonna be in somebody's cult, it ain't gonna be fucking R. Kelly's cult, okay? Because why the fuck why y'all letting him run y'all lives? Like, who is even R. Kelly anymore?
He got mind control over these bitches.
But I'm trying to figure... But I'm trying to figure out, like, why. Like,
they're young and they're ready.
Seems like you're ready.
Right.
That's all he's playing. Like, every time they walk through the door, seems like you're ready's on.
Right.
Like,
and my body's calling you.
No, but dead ass, when it comes to R. Kelly, like, I don't put it past him. However, there were some things brought to my attention online when it came to R. Kelly. And let me be clear. I am not condoning any of this behavior. I feel like it's too much. However, we got to remember, Hugh Hefner been fucking 18-year-old since 1880. Okay? So, and he's been praised for it. He got a whole mansion for these hoes. Just a whole bunch of fucking 18-year-old hoes running around.
So let me read some of these receipts, and then we'll see if you still feel that way. Okay. So the mom of one of the women, who was not identified, spoke to BuzzFeed and claimed that her daughter was 19 when she met the now 50-year-old star in 2015. She hoped Kelly would help her daughter's singing career. Instead, she alleges her daughter moved into the recording artist's home. Soon after, the mother claims her daughter's contact with her parents dwindled to include only two vague texts on Christmas and Mother's Day. Now, there are people from R. Kelly's camp who are now speaking out as well, by the name of Mac, Jones, and McGee. So Mac, Jones, and McGee claim that women who live with R. Kelly who he calls his babies are required to call him daddy and must ask his permission to leave the Chicago recording studio or their assigned rooms in the guest house Kelly rents near his own rented mansion in suburban Atlanta. A black SUV with a burly driver behind the wheel is almost always parked outside both locations. Kelly compensates the women's cell phones. They said they cannot contact their family and friends. He gives them new phones that they are only allowed to use to contact him or others with his permission, and Kelly films his sexual activities with them and shares it with men in his circle.
Oh, so this ain't Hugh Hefner.
No, this ain't no Hugh Hefner.
He's a pimp.
Them bitches with Hugh Hefner are happy to be there.
Right.
Living in the Playboy Mansion wearing bunny ears and hopping around. They good.
They're good. They're
These
having pool
girls
parties.
are like, I want to be a singer and I need you to help my career. And he's like, I got you. And they get there and it's like, my body's calling you.
Oh, so basically he's, what was these Miami hoes names? It was a man, Taz's Angels. These are Kelly's Angels.
Right.
He, first of all,
he's the Pied Piper.
He's the Pied Piper. He been leading these young girls to him. I mean, he is sick.
He is. I think it's a mental thing. I totally believe these stories. I think he has a problem. He needs to go to a therapist. He needs jail time. He also needs a therapist.
He needs jail time. He needs a therapist. And I don't trust him. Anybody who's performing at a concert with a 30-pound leather jacket with spikes on it, I don't trust you. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
No, not at all.
So at this point, I believe that R. Kelly is holding these women. However, I do believe that these women are okay with being there.
I do think that as well. But I do think that he lured them in with hopes of promises and helping them out with whatever the case may be, lured them in with money.
Right.
They're young. They're easily influenced. And then once they get there,
it's a totally different story.
He kind of changes it up on them. Mm-hmm. But at that point, I think he brainwashes them.
Right.
And they
like any
just
pimp
go
would.
along with it.
Like any pimp would. Like
exactly.
This is pimp tendencies. This is, I'm going to take you away from your home and all that you know, you're going to be with me and I am going to be your sole provider. You're going to have to report to me when you want to eat. You need money for this. You need money for that. I think it's more so of a control factor more than anything else. And he needs to control something since he can't control his fucking career. Because we don't even know where that went. Okay? Where's R. Kelly's career? Last time I heard of him, I was stepping in the name of love.
Right.
Now we're stepping in the name of the cult.
This cult that he has.
Okay. I don't put it past him. I believe everything everybody's saying about R. Kelly at this point. I mean, a video surfaced of one of the young ladies who is a part of the cult, they say. And she pretty much released a video and was like, like, I'm okay and I'm not in a hostage situation. And she basically told her dad, because her dad's trying to reach out to her, like, hey, like, is everything good? And she's like, you dropped me off at R. Kelly's house. Like, you know what's going on. You're making the family look crazy. This is that and the third. And it's just kind of like, I'm side-eyeing everything.
I'm side-eyeing the video because, when I watched the video, first of all, you're in this dim, dark room with this little lamp next to you. It looks like you in a Motel 6. You got this long-sleeve shirt on. You're sitting in a corner and you're, like, barely talking. You're trembling when you speak, so you're scared.
Right.
And you sound rehearsed. And the biggest part that stood out to me was when the interviewer asked you, were there other girls there with you? And, like, he asked them something else. I think he asked them, were they allowed to, like, reach out to other people? And her response was she rather not answer.
Oh, so you can't.
Right.
Basically.
Right. There was a few questions he asked her, and her response was, I'd rather not, speak on it.
Oh, so basically you are housed with other girls, and basically y'all aren't allowed to speak to your family members or friends.
You're basically sex slaves.
You're basically sex slaves. And, I mean, I hope y'all do better. And if y'all doing this in the meantime, I hope he's cutting a check enough for your dignity. Because y'all are wilding out here.
Yeah.
Y'all, R. Kelly.
Send them home.
Like, please.
Let these girls go.
Let these
and you know what the thing about, I don't even feel like he could probably even do time for this. Because If they're over 18,
they have consent.
Then
they are consenting.
It is
to
what
this.
it is. Like they are agreeing to it at this point, but it's because you probably have brainwashed them. So it's like he's like he don't see nothing wrong with it, and you can't really like take him to trial for it.
My thing is, first of all, y'all hoes ain't in y'all right mind anyway because y'all going to R. Kelly to help y'all career. The last career R. Kelly helped was Aaliyah. And after that, it was B2K on Bump, Bump, Bump. Okay? He ain't helping nobody's career. Y'all going to the wrong people. Y'all going to him because y'all think he has connects and y'all think he's going to use these connects to get y'all in. Y'all might as well be on the episode of Love in the Cult. We got a new reality series coming out called Love in the Cult.
You think he's going to help your career, but what you forgot about was that video when he peed on the little girl.
You thought
That's
he was
what
going to
you
help your
forgot about.
career, but you forgot that he's not even helping his own career.
Right.
That's the thing about it. So, I mean, at this point, we are going to wait until these stories unravel. We're going to get more facts on this because it's just a lot of ifs, ands, and buts when it comes to this story. And at this time, I believe that R. Kelly is actually holding these girls. And I just don't put it past him. And anybody who could piss on a teenager, anybody who could ask, well, how old is a teenager? What is a teenager?
You have a problem.
You have a fucking problem. So.
And let's not forget that you married Aaliyah when she was like 15.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that. You were like 30 and Aaliyah was like 14 and you married her. Like, she couldn't even fucking spell marriage.
And here's the thing. This is my thing. That happened and it's like everybody swept that under the rug. Then the P thing happened and it was a trending topic for a moment and then that was swept under the rug. So how long are we going to just sweep the shit R. Kelly is doing under the rug?
I think that the reason why everything was swept under the rug when it came to R. Kelly is because he had a big career at that time. But at this time, in this time and era, don't nobody really know who the fuck R. Kelly is. So I don't think that this is going to be swept under the rug as easily as everything else that has happened. However, like you said, these girls are 18, 19 years old. They are fully consenting to what is going on. So
and
I
they're
doubt
making videos saying they're okay. So it's like, what justice is gonna happen at this point?
Ain't no justice.
No.
So I mean, if he's cutting a check, whatever. If y'all comfortable, whatever. But you wouldn't catch me in no fucking R. Kelly cult. Anyway, let's move on.
Right. Next,
let's go ahead and get into Mel B. Mel B, if you guys don't know who Mel B is, Mel B is a part of the Spice Girls, and she was Scary Spice. She was the only Spice Girl, the only black Spice Girl, which I was always Scary Spice. Like when Spice Girl was out, bitch, I don't care, bitch. You be Baby Spice, you be posh, but guess who's Scary Spice, bitch? It's me. So I feel like I have a personal connection with Mel B. I mean, when Spice World came out, a bitch had the VHS. When the CD came, I had the VHS, and it came with a motherfucking poster. Okay? It came with a poster. And I remember, I was a Spice Girls fan, like, obsessed with Spice Girls. So I feel like Mel B is a little close to my heart. You know what I mean? And it's been some, I'm not even going to say rumors going around. At this point, like, this is the truth. I feel
like it's all factual
like,
at this point.
This is facts. You know what I mean? Let me get into my New York, but this is facts right now. Mel B had a husband. I don't even... What's his name? Stephen
Belafonte.
She's been married to him for 10 years. He is apparently a film producer in Hollywood. And they met on the set of a movie, which I don't even know what movie it was because the last movie I saw Mel B in was fucking Spice Girls. Okay? So it might have been on that set of the movie because that might even be 10 years ago. I mean... As far as their relationship goes, things have been very rocky. There have been rumors as far as like domestic violence in their relationship. There has been rumors that her husband actually slept with the nanny.
They have threesomes. It's like a regular thing.
However, it was said that she was forced to have those threesomes. And if you guys, I mean, I don't know who knows and who's familiar with the domestic violence type of relationship. But when you're in a domestic violence relationship, it's pretty much anything that your significant other says goes. So she might have been having those threesomes, but she probably didn't want to have those threesomes.
I think she wanted to have those threesomes.
You
because
think so?
she was in the media a few years ago at some point for being in a, lesbian relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's just her. So I don't think she would mind being with, her husband and another lady.
I don't think she would mind it, but these stories ain't adding up. So as far as Mel B goes, Mel B has been like in just in the press. She's like the host of X Factor, and in 2014 she appeared on X Factor with bruises on her body. I mean, they tried to cover it up with makeup at the point where it didn't even cover up. You can still see the bruises on her body. They also had some problems in their relationship as far as Mel B's husband's Belafonte. He was sleeping with the nanny. And apparently he had he pretty much had relations with the nanny, of course, and got the nanny pregnant. And Mel B, of course, had to fund the abortion because who the fuck is Stephen Belafonte? Like,
yeah.
I doubt you have a check to cut for anything. So she ended up paying for the nanny's abortion, and apparently she had an overdose because of it, because I guess it was just too much for her to handle. You're basically paying for your husband's side chick abortion. It's pretty much what's happening. So,
and at the end of their whole relationship with the nanny, because it was also in the news that the nanny was the person they were having threesomes with, like actively, like all the time.
Yeah.
It was like said that it was over $300,000 that was paid out to this woman for her nanny services.
It was not nanny services.
No nanny services.
Ain't no nanny services for $300. Right. That's hush money.
Right.
That's called we did what we did and that's it.
That's
this ain't
pussy service.
Right.
ain't no nanny service.
He said that's pussy service. You're right though. That is definitely pussy service, and we see you. Apparently they Belafonte and Mel B, they did threesomes with a socialite named Lady Victoria, and they did sex tapes and everything like that. And I don't want to get too much in that, because when you're in a relationship or when you're married,
that's your business.
That's your business.
If that's what works for y'all,
if that's what you want to do, trust me, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to judge you. However, growing up in a domestic violence home, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I just feel like, first of all, I don't even know who the fuck Stephen Belafonte is. Let's start there. I don't know who you are. I just know that you're Mel B's husband, and I know that you've been dragging her through the depths of hell ever since y'all been together. I've looked at a couple interviews with them together, and you can tell, like, he's like alpha dog. Like, you can kind of tell, like, they're in a domestic violence relationship, because, like, he's doing most of the talking. When she's talking, she's looking at him for approval for, like, what she's saying. Like, I know all these signs, okay? I was in a domestic violence home for well over 6 years, so I know what it's like. I know what it looks like. However, now they are getting divorced, and Mel B
has to pay him spousal support.
And I have a problem with that. I feel like we're in a country where they don't really give a fuck about women. Because let's just take a look at it. Mel B has a husband. He cheats on her. A domestic violence relationship. And for some reason, even though he's doing all the wrong, she still has to pay him for spousal support. Like, how is that fair? Like, how is that justice for her? I don't know how long the spousal support is supposed to last. I don't know if it's just until the divorce is finalized and, they come to a conclusion as how much he's going to get a month, or if he's going to get anything a month. I just know
$40,000.
It's $40,000 that her ass got to dish out to somebody who beat her, and I feel like that's a slap in the face.
Not right.
It's a slap in the face. Ultimately, he beat you. He cheated on you. He treats you any type of way. I mean, y'all, if y'all go to Google and search Mel B for the X Factor, you will see all her bruises that she had during X Factor because of this man. It was times where she got beat in the dressing up. I'm sorry, allegedly, because I'm not sure. She got beat in the dressing room before she even went out to X Factor to actually host X Factor because he had problems with who she was interviewing. She was too close to Usher, so I'm going to beat you in the dressing room before you go. And these are things that women in everyday life have to deal with. They have to deal with the fact that, you know, their spouse is beating on them or cheating on them, and then when they file for a divorce, I got to pay you? No, that's a fucking slap in the face.
The justice system is fucked up. That's what it is.
I
feel like they set it up years ago. They put these rules in place, and it's like, let's just follow by these rules. But there's no in between. It's just black and white. Yeah. And I feel like that's a problem because everything doesn't apply to everyone.
When it comes to women,
and people get screwed over.
In America, I just feel like we're in a country where they don't really give a fuck about women.
Especially black women.
Especially black women. You got to understand the pay gap between men and women, it tripled under Trump. So that means that the man is getting paid more than the woman. And it's just like, okay, the health bill y'all trying to pass, you're trying to make rape a pre-existing condition? Like, we are living in a country where they don't give a fuck how much we get paid. We're secondary to the man in this country. In all honesty, we're secondary to the man, and the man is favored for some reason. So you got a woman who was with a man 10 years, never cheated on him for what we know, never did him wrong for what we know. However, he beat her. He cheated on her. He made her do things that she didn't want to do because he had those tapes of those threesomes that he wanted to put out and exploit her. With all of this evidence and everything that happened, she still has to pay him $40,000 to somebody who ain't even doing shit with their life. You beat me, you ain't doing shit with your life, and you about to live off my $40,000. And ain't no telling what he doing. He probably living off that $40,000 with the damn nanny at this point.
Hello.
For all we know. And I'm just fed up. It's just ridiculous. I just feel like justice should be served. Like, let her go about her way. Let him go. If he's fucking Stephen Belafonte and he's the Hollywood director, like everybody say, he should be able to cut his own check without Mel B.
Well, hopefully this is a temporary thing and she can get this sorted out in the courts and he can take care of his own damn self. Because they have a daughter together and that's what she needs to be focused on. And that's what he needs to be focused on.
And with that being said, we're moving the fuck along.
Right.
Next.
So, the beef between Nicki Minaj and Safaree has been reignited thanks to Azealia Banks' petty ass.
She's so damn petty. I can't with her. Like, bitch, where's your music?
Right.
You're worried about
she's working
else.
on music with Safaree right now. So that's where they started.
Safaree though,
right?
She might as well be working on music with fucking what's Jermaine Dupri show with them little ass kids?
I don't even know.
I'm gonna call it Rap Star.
I never watched it.
I don't know. I'm gonna call it fucking Rap Star, but you might as well be on that at this point. So anyway, get on this because I'm not a fan of Miss Banks. I'm sorry.
I do like a couple of her songs, but she's messy as hell. I'm not a fan of her personally, but she got a couple.
She got one song that I like. One.
Which one is that?
That's like Metallic and Reflection or something.
Heavy Metal and Reflection.
Heavy Metal and Reflection.
And I like what's that one? 808, I think it's.
Oh, okay. She got a couple bops. However, I'm not here for her like personality and her aura and her vibe. Not at all. But continue.
So she did a song with Safaree, and then she released this statement about it and says, I have a song that I did with Safaree Samuels. Actually, it kind of came out of nowhere. I guess people are like, oh, that's rivalry because it's Safaree. But honestly, it's just industry shit. I assumed that he played a part in Nicki Minaj's hot singles, so I was like, shit, we should definitely go in the studio together, she continued. But it actually turned out me writing for him. So Safaree and I put this song together, and I wrote a bunch of his part, and it's really fucking hot. So I feel like you messy as hell because you just had to put in there that you was writing for him. Like,
but I'm glad, bitch. I'm glad.
You couldn't just say that y'all did a song together. You had to make sure it was known that you had to help him write. But at the same time, you kind of helped our bitch Nicki out because people have been trying to drag her like, oh, Safaree been writing your music all along, and Azealia kind of came in and was just like, well, I had to write for him, so
Hello?
What is he saying?
I mean, to be honest, Safaree always been fucking secondary. He's been secondary to everything. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm glad that it cleared rumors for my bitch because I knew that she was writing all her shit. I knew. Because, I mean, to be honest, like, she still raps the same, even without Safaree. However, Safaree, why the fuck are you even working with Azealia Banks? Like, who is she? You might as well work with Iggy next.
Well, you know, Azealia and Iggy are supposed to be doing a song together.
Who cares?
Safaree needs whatever he can get at this point.
You're
He's
right.
trying to get his career off the ground, but don't nobody want to hear the male version of Nicki, because if you listen to him rap, he sounds like Nicki Minaj. I do believe that he did help her write because they sound so much alike if you listen to him. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not to say that he's writing every bar for you.
But Nicki never denied the fact of Safaree's input when it came to her
And
bars.
you can't. If you look at the credits,
she let the world know.
If you look at the credits on her album, his name is listed as like a writer for certain songs.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Like her name is listed, his name is listed, Wayne's name is like it is what it is.
She always says Safaree helped her, and you know she always says that she would write something and rap it, and she wouldn't send it off until Safaree approved it because he has an ear for the beat and he has an ear for the flow. So I don't put it past Safaree as far as him helping when it comes to Nicki Minaj, but I don't think that he actually wrote Nicki Minaj's bars and she spit them. I think that she wrote her own bars and he came back with input like, well, maybe instead of saying kitchen, you should have said bitch in there or something. You know what I mean? And then she would
I do think she needs him.
No, I think her vibe definitely needs Safaree. They work very well together. I think he has an ear for like her singles. He has an ear for the beats that she does. I'm not gonna take anything away from Safaree, but for us to completely say that Safaree writes for Nicki, it's a no for me.
Yeah,
it's a no for me. I'm sorry. I don't think that he completely writes for Nicki. I think that he helps, and I think that other people help other artists. I mean, Drake got help.
Yeah.
I think everybody gets help. You know, you're going to give them to the ear and they're going to say, maybe you should have said this or maybe you should have done this. So, I mean, I think that's the type of relationship they had. And I think that he was insinuating about writing for Nicki and it created buzz for him so that people could be checking to see what
That's
he's
exactly
doing.
what he wanted. And it allowed him to get interviews and radio, interviews and whatnot just to keep his name, in the media.
I mean, the name gonna be in the media. They just started Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which I don't even know what storyline he has. Like, what are you doing?
Selling coconut oil. No, that's really what he's doing.
Selling coconut oil and fur fucking coats is what he's doing.
Glossy and furred down.
I mean, I honestly think that because when everything popped up with Azealia Banks and, Nicki don't really say nothing, but if you check her Twitter, she's liking shady shit and she's favoriting
because
shady
Azealia
shit.
said something on the situation and Nicki liked it.
And Nicki don't even fuck with Azealia. So, she was like, amen to that one.
Petty mode 100.
Right. But I also feel like they're probably still in love and they're still attached. Like, because trust me, if I have an ex and you've been an ex for some 2 years and I ain't worried about you, I ain't even worried about what you talking about, what you tweeting, what you Instagramming or nothing. But it always seems like Nicki has a wind of what Safaree is doing. And it's weird. Like, are y'all going to get back together? Are y'all not going to get back together? Are you checking for him? Because it seems like you are because you're on top of everything that he does.
He's checking for her.
They might as well just get back together. I think that...
Just work it out.
Just work it
Figure
out.
it
Y'all
out.
been together for mad long. Y'all understand each other. Like, of course, Meek Mill was a rebound to Nicki Minaj. Like, because Meek Mill? Like, really? Like, that wasn't gonna last. Meek Mill's like 18. Nicki Minaj is like 40 fucking 3. Like, that shit is not
43. But look, listen, from what we see right now, it seems like she's got something going on with Nas. So once you get there, I'm pretty sure you off of Safaree.
I'm here for fucking Nicki Minaj and Nas.
I'm sure she's off of Safaree.
I don't know because Nicki Minaj is a bird. I love Nicki Minaj, and we all know, like, I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I have all her albums. Like, I know all her songs. Like, I am, like, a Nicki stan. But when it comes to, like, her and Nas, it's just kind of like, I feel like Nas is going to be with somebody that's a mad chill. Like, it's like Nicki's a bird still. Like, she's like, oh, you bitches can't even spell, brah. Like, Bitch, are you not worth $200 million right now? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she still has those bird tendencies. So it's just like,
who knows what she's gonna do?
Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just never know. Time will tell, you know. You might not be with this person right now. You might break her right now, but time will tell. And eventually, if it's meant to be, it will be. Shit. Mm-hmm. It sounds cliche, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. So, let's move on. But Azealia, we're not here for you or your music. So we don't really care what you wrote with Safaree.
And when that song comes out, we gonna drag that shit.
We're dragging it. Because it's gonna be a reason to drag. Because I'm pretty sure it's not worth the listen. Like Azealia, first of all, Azealia is working with Iggy, so I know you ain't got nobody else to work with. Because now you're working with Safaree.
You're desperate at this point.
You're desperate.
All three of y'all desperate.
Like all three of y'all desperate for a fucking single. Right. Okay, so y'all all working with each other.
Next, they gonna join they gonna fucking create a band together.
They're gonna have a fucking cult. Is what they're gonna have. They're gonna have the R. Kelly cult. Like, when you come here, you gotta have a single. Like, anyway, Safaree, do better. We'll be tuning in to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood to see what the fuck you got going on, so we can drag you. Other than that, let's just move right into Sound Off.
Time to sound off. Well, I got something for Tokyo Toni.
Okay.
Because that's who I'm sounding off
read
on.
Her! Fucking read her, please.
So, Tokyo Toni gets on her Instagram and makes this video to Caitlyn Jenner. If you don't know who Caitlyn Jenner is, it was once Bruce Jenner, who had a... who is... who went from a male Olympic star to
fucking selling bundles.
To Auntie Caitlyn. And Tokyo gets on Instagram to drag her because Caitlyn was on The View. They were asking her about the Rob situation. And Caitlyn's response was, I think Rob was stupid or dumb for what he did, for posting the pictures of China. And he also said, I don't know China. I've never, met her. I haven't seen the baby. I'm not really around the family that much anymore. And, that's really all I have on the situation. So Tokyo gets on Instagram and goes...
Who's Tokyo, for the people who don't know?
Black China's mom.
Okay.
So she gets on Instagram and she's like, oh, yo, little dick, big balls. Oh, you gotta dig. You think you're a woman, but you really gotta dig. And you're going to try to act like you don't know China, this, that, and the third. First of all, her whole rant was completely homophobic, transphobic. I have an issue with that. It was so bad.
Read them.
It was all right in the beginning. It was a general drag, whatever. But it got so bad to the point where it was like, I felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was too much. You went too far with it. You were so mad over what? Caitlyn was on an interview and she was asked about her stepson, and she had a response and said that she felt that he was stupid for it. What the fuck does that got to do with you, Tokyo? He didn't say nothing about you. He didn't mention your name. You want to be relevant. You want your name in the situation, so you went on social media and you made this video. I didn't even really want to give you the light of day because I felt like your read was just too out of line and disgusting, but I need to get this shit off my chest. I got a problem with it. There are many billions of, well, not billions, but there are a lot of gay, men, women, trans people that are going through issues every day with people like her. They're killing themselves over stuff like this. So for you to get on social media with the platform that you have because you're Black China's mom and make these type of comments is fucked up. Like, you really need to check yourself. Like, you went over the line. All because he said that Rob was stupid. That has nothing to do with you. He didn't call you stupid. He said he didn't know China, and that's probably the part that you're really mad about. Like, if Caitlyn say he didn't know China, even if he probably did, okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he don't want to claim your ass, he don't have to claim your ass. He don't want to be tied to your ratchet ass and your stripper daughter. He don't want to be tied to y'all because she is on another level at this point.
Right.
And she said what she said. She don't know y'all. And that's the bottom line. Now, Caitlyn can come back and clap back on your ass too, if she wants to. Because you look like a fucking gremlin that's been chewing on rocks all your life.
Well, let me just say this. I'm not here for Tokyo. I wasn't here for the video. I wasn't here for her face. And I wasn't here for her teeth. Bitch, if you gonna be in somebody's video trying to drag them, make sure you up to par in the video. Okay?
Make sure your wig is not synthetic, wrapped with a scarf.
And make sure the shit is on and aligned with your edges. Okay?
Make sure you go get your eyebrows done and stop drawing them bitches on with that $1.99 pencil you got from the fucking drugstore.
Hello, aka the hair store. Okay? I just feel like I'm just not here for her. It was a better way to handle it. It was a better way. You're ratchet as fuck, and you're making your daughter look even worse.
And I'm sure China was embarrassed by the shit.
I would be embarrassed too. You online like, you got a dick. First of all, you sound ignorant. Second of all, I mean, when it comes to like the community as far as the LBGTQ community, it's like a little special place in my heart, because when I tell you I feel like people don't have that choice, in my mind, when it comes to being gay or when it comes to being a trans, I don't think that people wake up one day and say, I want to be gay or I want to be a trans, because a whole lot of shit comes with that. A whole lot of bullying comes with that. A whole lot of judgment comes with that. I don't think somebody wakes up one day and wants all of that on their fucking plate. So for you to get online and just drag him, and you're not even dragging him for really the Rob and China situation. You're pretty much dragging him for him being trans. And it's just like, I'm sorry, trans. And it's just like, you sound ignorant. You look ignorant. You're black and you're loud and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm pressed by it.
And if you really, really want to speak truth, Bruce went and got his shit done, his work done, and Caitlyn looks better than your ass, bitch.
Right.
So have a seat.
Right. Have a seat, because Caitlyn is slaying bitches at this point.
Go worry about yourself at this point, and worry about your daughter in this court battle y'all about to lose against the Kardashians.
And you ain't doing nothing to help that court battle, because you online looking like a ratchet fucking grandma. Like, I don't even think you fucking saw a dream in your life. Like, you look like you're still in the fucking hood somewhere. Like, do better. Like, I'm just not here for anybody that comes for the community. I'm not here for anybody who's down in the community. Bruce and what he chooses to do with, or what he chose to do with his life, is his fucking business. And you don't need to judge him for it. And it don't have shit to do with you. If you have a problem with a specific situation, then address that specific situation. But for Bruce to get online, for Caitlyn to get online and call his son or stepson dumb, that is what you should have addressed. You addressing him still having a dick, him being gay, him transforming into a woman, that pretty much, I feel like you have a problem with that.
Yeah. Bottom line, stop worrying about what's between her legs and worry about your own dried up shit.
Or worry about fucking what's been going in between your daughter's legs, because it's been a lot of dick. Okay?
Right.
It's been a lot. It's been Ferrari. It's been Rob. It's been Sir. It's been... Check her. Right. You on here talking about somebody. You're worried about the wrong things, boo-boo.
Because I promise you, Caitlyn's not worried about you. She's laying in her fucking...
She's laying in a pool of money right now.
Chilling.
For fucking E! News cutting that check every Sunday. Okay? You're worried about the wrong things. Mama China is what the fuck I'm gonna call you.
Move on with your life.
First of all, you ratchet as hell for your name to be Tokyo and your
daughter's Black China.
Like,
now one of y'all are fucking from China.
You bitches are wishful thinkers is what's happening. You bitches wish you could have visited China.
You're a dreamer. You dream a lot in your sleep.
You dream you can fucking go to China. You bitches dream you could go to Tokyo. Like, oh, I'm never gonna get a fucking Benz, so let me fucking name my daughter Mercedes ass bitch.
Nah.
Anyway.
We're not going for it. And we offer Tokyo at this point.
We're off
I can't
Tokyo.
even give her anymore.
We're done. So, y'all already know.
What time it is.
The internet is undefeated.
Always undefeated.
Always.
And it's time for the what?
The drag session.
Let's get into it.
So who we dragging?
The drag session this week will have to be on R. Kelly, because he's a fucking pedophile. Usher, which is hot news.
Hot news.
He's basically had to pay his wife's bridesmaids millions of dollars for giving her herpes. And Kevin Hart for cheating on his pregnant wife with a white woman.
Okay, before we get into the drag session, let me just say, this is hot off the fucking press. This is hot off the panini press, y'all. We don't even have much details when it comes to Kevin Hart cheating on his pregnant wife and Usher cheating on his wife with the bridesmaid. However, there are court documentation stating that he paid the girl like $1.1 million to hush about those herpes. So, we're going to drag them now. However, we probably going to have an update next week for y'all. So let's go.
At Queen on Top 1 says, do we not remember this is the same nigga who married a 15-year-old Aaliyah?
They forgot.
Yeah, just like we mentioned earlier.
They forgot.
But you know what? The black community was so concerned with stepping in the name of love that we just overlooked it.
Not for
and
nothing.
It ain't right.
Real quick, the black community, some shit that they would sweep under the rug, sexual harassment, they will sweep under the rug. Yeah. And disabilities, they'll sweep under the rug. Like they had somebody in the family or like a daughter or something with disabilities, they'll sweep that shit under the rug. That's good. Not that that's good, but that the black community is good for sweeping that type of shit under the rug.
At Harrison Guy says, if you're wondering what R. Kelly would have to do for the black community to finally throw him away, it's simple. He would need to be gay.
And I promise you, that had to be the realest shit ever.
Harrison Guy said the realest shit.
You can molest somebody. You can do domestic violence. You can have disability.
Fight dogs.
You can do everything, and the black community still gonna own you. But go ahead and put out that you gay and see how fast your ass get disowned by the black community.
Right.
Moving on.
At Bernice King says, stop blaming our girls when they are violated sexually and otherwise and manipulated. We have to stand for them and not shame them. Because you do have a lot of people that are like, you know, on the fence with this situation and they kind of are on his side. People are on the girl's side. It's just all over the place at this point.
I ain't on nobody's side. At this point, R. Kelly, you wrong as fuck, and the girls need to wake up. I understand in this era that we're in, everybody's trying to get on and do whatever they need to do to get on. However, there's a right and wrong way.
So, at Filet Grossier says, Kevin Hart miniature self got the nerve to be cheating. What has the world come to? Hope his wife punts his little ass across a football field.
No, they didn't say Kevin Hart was a football. I'm still surprised. I'm still shocked, y'all. Like, y'all can ask Kelvin. I've been in here trying to put the fucking pieces together since
She's looking
day
for
one.
articles that don't even exist. Like, what is going on with Kevin Hart?
Because Kevin Hart is really putting out in the world, like, his wife is his rib, and he would never, and she's the person that he wants to be with. However, she's pregnant with his first child that they have together, and he's fucking out cheating on her. Not with anybody but a fucking white girl. Kevin. Moving along.
So at Mikey _Esquire says, R. Kelly is that creepy uncle who, number one, stares at your female cousins and says they're growing nicely, and number two, your mom don't want you alone with. Once again, this is the shit that we know. But
that's
once
so
again,
true. We're sweeping it under the rug.
So we can step in the name of love.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I think that R. Kelly is seen as like a black icon, so they don't want anything to tarnish him. But it's like he's already pissed on somebody and did underage shit. So
right.
It's like it's already tarnished. Y'all can't save
him.
Too
late. At Terrelyn Nicole says Kevin Hart cheated on his wife with his new wife. So I mean, the way you get them is the way you lose them, sis.
Oh my God. When I tell you that shit is like so true, like what, bitch, I'm about to tweet you, okay? Because when I tell you how you get them is how you lose them, that shit is so true. Like, I know, what's her name? Tori Hart. I know she is chuckling in her damn boots right now. Like, you thought you was taking my nigga away, but really you took my fucking problems away. Moving right along.
On to the next. So, let's see. At JKindy2 says, R. Kelly is raising sister wives, Usher spreading herpes, Kevin Hart cheating on his wife. It's a fucked up weekend. It's only Wednesday. And by Issa, I mean ISSA.
It's only Wednesday, y'all. We ain't even fully through the week, and niggas is already wilding out here. Like, I still can't get over the fact that Kevin Hart cheated with a white woman.
At Cruisin' Chocolate says, Kevin Hart marched his little ass under Oprah's masterclass, talking about how much he's grown as a man and how honest he is with his wife. And it's all been bullshit. And we all bought it.
Niggas always bullshitting. One thing about niggas is they gonna bullshit you. They got a good talk. And, I mean, Kevin Hart fooled me because I surely thought he was like 100% here for his wife. And she is pregnant, and she is glowing, and she is gorgeous. And the fact that he is seen cheating on her, in a fucking car with no tents,
right,
further
just
lets me know
out here
that he don't give a fuck about what's going on.
Because guess what? He'll marry her, and then he'll get her pregnant.
Yeah, that's it.
He don't care.
It's just trickling down. That's all that's happening. Everything is trickling down, and we see it. We definitely see it. Kevin, do better. Okay? You're like one of the top black comedians out here. I need you to do better. A fucking white woman?
So
do we have anything else?
That's all we got for the draft.
I can't believe this shit, y'all. I can't believe this shit.
Elsie is still pressed about this Kevin Hart thing. She's gonna go home.
I believed him. Like, you would have thought I was his fucking wife. You would have thought I was his wife. Like, I believed everything he said. Like, I thought, yo, she's my rib. Like, all right, cool. Because I do believe sometimes you might be with somebody that might not be like your significant other or your rib or whatever. And it's just kind of like, you might find that person that you feel like is your rib and your other half. And I thought that he found that in the girl, the way that he talked about her. But ultimately, how I'm going to start and end this is when somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Like Maya Angelou.
Believe them like a motherfucking Madea fucking movie.
Right.
Okay? When somebody shows you who they are, please believe them, because just like the girl said in the tweet, how you get them is how you lose them.
A leopard can only hide its spots for so long.
That's it.
That's all.
Your ass still a leopard. Anyway,
that's our show for this week, folks.
It looks like the shade has been paid in full. So that is the show for the week. We about to let Kels go ahead and go see his trap R&B star Kalani.
Yes.
He's so here for her, y'all. Like, he's
very much so.
He's fucking suited and booted for her. I've been dragging her all day. He's just like, I'm going. Right. I'm going to go see her. But before we go, I just want to say, Kalani, I'm kind of here for you, but I'm not, because you cheated on Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving is my bae, and he's like so humble, and he's everything in the NBA, and I feel some type of way that you cheated on him with the fucking party next door, bitch. So I'm not here for you. So you enjoy your concert.
I will. And before we go, I do want to say I did go to a advanced movie screening of Girls Night Out yesterday night, and
y'all see he fancy, right? Y'all see. Hold on. Before he finished this, y'all see he went to an advanced screening of fucking Girls Night Out, because Kelvin, he's just so important.
Yes, shout out to Taylor Tyler for the hookup. But the movie was funny. I actually did not expect much from it, but it definitely gave you like Hangover / Bridesmaids, but like black version.
People.
I loved it. It was hilarious. So
I guess I'll go check
support
it out.
the movie. Go out and see it. It was definitely funny.
And we need to fucking have them contact us for this fucking plug right now, because we need that check.
Cut the check.
And speaking of that, if anybody want to sponsor us and donate, you know what I mean, just hit us up. theshadeandfull@gmail.com, so we could just keep this going.
Yes. And everybody listening at this point, if you have not subscribed to us, please search us on YouTube, The Shade and Full. Please subscribe to the show. We are also on the Apple Podcast app.
Yep.
Search The Shade and Full. We are there. Please subscribe to the show. Leave reviews.
Comments,
we love them. We love to read them.
Likes.
Keep it coming.
We are here for it. You don't have anything else for the people?
I don't have nothing else for the people. I got to get to the show.
Okay, he has to get to the show, guys. So I think we're going to go ahead and cancel this right now. So until next week.
Take care.
We'll holla at y'all.
I get paid just for laying in the shade. for laying in the shade, for laying in the shade.